What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Glove Drop.
This one will stick with him forever.
Round 3 of the 2019 Stanley Cup playoffs has begun, and boy, I really thought that Tampa Bay being swept was going to be the biggest thing that went down. Psych! Totally wrong. So much is happening. It has been more than entertaining, and I freaking loving it. But what I'm not loving is the officiating. Obviously, I just don't understand how it's just so shitty. I've never seen a bigger gray area as far as what is and what is not a penalty in my life. It's gotten to the point where they are calling these just ridiculous things that should never be called in the playoffs, especially during the third round. So they're calling these dumb little things, and then it's like they're like, oh, okay, well, we were calling a lot. All right, maybe we'll back off. And then they don't call a stick to the face. That is absolutely brutal to watch. It's gotten to the point where I'm almost paying a little bit more attention to the refs than the actual game, because I'm just anxiously awaiting them to f up again. Round 3. Game 1 last night started. I was rooting for the Hurricanes before I even heard about what I'm about to bring up, but this needs to be said. I didn't even think that it was possible to be a bigger piece of shit than Brad Marchand, but Boston, you've totally outdone yourself this time. I had to look this up because this guy is so irrelevant. Fred, it says it's pronounced Toucher. So this asshole is on the phone with Chip Alexander, Ice Chip. He is a hockey broadcaster from Raleigh. He hangs up on this guy right in the middle of the interview because he can't hear somebody with a southern accent talk about hockey. Sir, your accent sounds like it has an STD. You look like a poser. You think because he's from the South you're a dick. I really hope you see this so I can just tell you. Go f yourself. Thanks. Let's just get into last night's game. Carolina coming in off of sweeping the Islanders in the second round. I'm thinking, all right, they might be a little rusty. They've had a couple of days off. And the Bruins are coming in at home. And on top of that, Boston's coming off of this huge Game 7 win. So they are jazzed up and ready to go. Wrong. They come out, and for the first 2 periods, they completely dominate the game. They beat them to the puck. They outplayed them. They outshot them. They literally just ran the show. Shout out to Mrazek. Mrazek got injured during Game 2 against the Islanders, and he was out for 2 weeks. He's only had shots taken on him during practice by his own team. He steps out on the ice for round 3 of the playoffs, playing the Bruins, and he doesn't miss a beat. So that was very impressive. Now, Mrazek put up a great performance, but nobody would have known because the goaltending on the other side was above and beyond. Tuukka Rask is the only reason that the Bruins were not down by 6-7 going into the third. Now, mind you, I'm a Rangers fan. I've spent the better part of the last 10 years watching Hank put on these, circus acts. And Rask was the best goalie last night. He was incredible. I don't care if you're the best goalie ever in the world, ever. That's what he did last night for the first 2 periods, so I really hope they thanked him. So, the third period, the Bruins finally get their momentum. They finally get going, and they get shots off, and they take advantage of these power plays, and it pays off. They win 5-2. Now, something that I really only figured out yesterday, the Carolina Hurricanes have one huge advantage over the Boston Bruins. It's not size, speed, no. They do not let anything really throw them from what they're doing. They proved that when Mrazek was injured. So their starting goalie gets hurt and removed from the game and is out. Now, having a starting player go down, especially the goalie, can have a huge impact on the team. It can absolutely just get in their head. And with them, there was barely a blip on the radar. And you look back at other stuff and you see Pavelski goes down. The San Jose Sharks managed to take advantage of that by rallying. But the Vegas Golden Knights allowed the external factors, like their frustrations, to basically tear them apart. The wheels fell off because they couldn't regroup. The Carolina Hurricanes are so good at not letting that happen. They are not the type of team to be easily messed with as far as the old getting under the skin of the opposing team. The Boston Bruins are best team ever on doing that. They just excel at being a dick. That won't really work so well on the Hurricanes. And for a team that capitalizes on that as one of their driving factors behind, how they approach each game, it could be a little bit of an issue. But we'll see. Who knows? That's all I got for you guys tonight. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please hit subscribe. If you have not, throw a little comment, whatever you want to see changed. If suggestions, I read them. It's cool. But more importantly, whether you liked it or you didn't like it, I hope everybody will just go tweet at that guy up in Boston and tell him that he sucks. Because he sucks. I will see you guys on the next one. We're going to do a little bit rundown for the San Jose St. Louis series. But until then, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of this insane playoffs.